Hello everyone, welcome back to SaaS Tech Tutorials. Today we shall be continuing with our website development, which is the portfolio website. So this is a continuation of the previous video, and we were working on the nav section. So we are still going to do modification under the nav. What I mean is I will have to bring these links here in the middle. I have to center align them here, and I can also give a background color. I can change this background color from blue to, let me say, to gray, and I can apply that background color to the whole body. So let us go to our text editors. I'm using my VS Code. I'll go to my VS Code, and first of all I'll get rid of this blue color. Let me just put there a background color of light gray. Let's see those changes. So you can now see I have changed from blue to gray. The reason being, the previous colors were really too bright. Even right now you can see the white background is very bright and it's not that good for our eyes. So I'm also going to change the background color of the body. So I'll just use the body tag inside the style. I'll call it from there, and I say background color. Let me just give the same color, which is light gray. So this is the background color of the whole body. If you come and cross check, now it is the whole body. So I was saying I want to center align the whole of my nav. Instead of these ones, of these links coming from the right, sorry, from the left to the right, I just want them to be centered. So I'll use a margin on the nav. I'll just use a margin. I'll use a margin left 500 pixels. You save, and then you cross check the changes. So you can now see we are able to bring our navigation to the center of the page. Another thing that is remaining, let us change the color. You see, the red color normally appears when we just hover. When we hover, that's when the red color appears. But when the cursor is not on any of the links, they remain as white and they are not clearly seen. So let's change the color, and we shall do that. We shall do that on let me see where exactly, the nav, the UL, and then the ULI. Let's do it here on the nav. UL. Actually, it's on the ULI. We just need to change this color from white. You can just click on this, and we choose another color. And say we are just putting green. We're using RGB. So you can now see we have changed the color, and they are clearly seen. They're clearly seen right now. Maybe another thing we need to do is to increase the font size. Let me say font size of 20 px. So I have increased the font size. Can even make it 40 px. Px means pixels. 40 pixels. I think 40 pixels is too big, so let's just keep it at 20. Yeah. So now our nav is centered, and and the links are clearly seen. When you hover, that's when it changes to red. You can change this color. Instead of it changing to red, let it just be changing to blue. So that is under the ULI anchor tag hover. So we just need to change it from red to blue. And when we hover, so now here, when we hover, it will change to blue, as you can see. That is only on hovering. When the cursor is out, then it just remains green. It just remains as a green color. So these are some of the adjustments I wanted to show you guys on how we can make our nav a better nav section. So we haven't yet created the about us page, the courses page, and the contact us page. So I just want to first complete the home page when it is having some sections here, and then later we can now create the rest of the pages, because the main logic lies in the home page. When you get to know how to deal with the home page, then the other pages you can easily create them from the understanding that you will get from the index page. So now let's go to our body section and we create a div. Let's create a div. Let's give it a class of container. So inside this div, we are going to create other sub divs, other subdivisions. So I will create another div inside here, and let me put some text there in form of a paragraph. Let me just use Lorem and I break it down. So I'm going to break this thing down. I just put some breaks. I highlight. So you can now see in our first page we have some text, some description. Let me do more breaking. Maybe I can put another break this way. So we do have some text, and I want to create 3 divs inside the main div. I'll add more 2. So you can now see we have 3 divs. In other words, here now we have 3 paragraphs. There is this one, and then the second and the third. So our aim here now, we need to align all these ones horizontally. That means the second paragraph will come here in the middle, and then the third paragraph will come to the extreme right end of our page. So how do we do that? We are going to give them classes. So since this is our first div, I'll give it a class of 1. Then this is our second div. I'll give it a class of 2. This is our third div. Give it a class of third. So the naming here, the name that you give to your class is what you have to be using here under style. So if we have used one, let me say we want to style division 1, that div 1, we have to use a period and then we type 1. Let me say I want to give a background color of, you can just choose from here, So you can see now the first div has a different background color. Let's give all of them different background colors. Let me go for 2. I'm styling division 2, that is div 2. I give a background color. Let me give a different background color here. Let me say light blue. And then the third div, which has a class of 3, I give a background color of light yellow. We save and then we look at our changes. So you can now see our light yellow is not appearing very well. Actually, the light yellow has not reflected. The reason is here I've given a different class, which is third, but in my styling I typed 3. So you can see they don't really match. That means whatever you type here is what. Now here I will have to go with third. The name of the class must be matching with that one you are calling in your styling. So instead of 3, I'll just rename it as third. I copy it. I just need to get the real name of third and I go up. So instead of period 3, I will have to say third. It has a background color of light yellow. Now we shall see the changes. So let's preview. So you can see now there is a background color of light yellow. Guys, we are still on the index page, that is the home page. We are still styling, and the main aim is to style all these paragraphs in one horizontal line. I don't need them to be vertical like the way they are right now. Let me even give them headers. Let me just put H3. First paragraph. So I'll just get the H3 and I apply it for div 2. This one will be second paragraph. Same thing here for the third. Just change this. Third paragraph. And you can see now they all have their headings. This is the first paragraph, the second paragraph, and the third paragraph. Now let us style them so that they can all appear on the same line. So what I will do here for div 1, I'll give a height, let me say 10 centimeters, and the width of, I'll give a width of 33.3%. I'll explain for you why I'm using 33.3% shortly. So I'll apply the remaining two properties to the rest of the divs. So you can now see they're still aligned, but they are still vertical. My aim is to bring them horizontally, so I'll have to float them to the left. Same property for all the three. The same also to div 1, float left. So you can now see there they come, and they are all aligned horizontally. So this is what I wanted to show you guys for today, and in the next video we shall continue styling this page until it reaches where we want it to be. You can also do your own practice from the way I've just done, and in case you need the code, I'll be putting it on the channel just for your revision. I hope this video has been successful to you, and if you're still new, I do encourage you to subscribe to my channel and hit on the notifications bell for more updates. Thank you.